Ronald Harwood wrote the stage play and indeed the screenplay of The Dresser. Was it very different?
In a way it is different. I think what one's got to do is to abandon the play, in one sense, because you're going to make a film and you have to think of it visually and in a much tighter context, although you have the freedom to go out of doors, which we do, and see the whole of the theatre, which is lovely, I think, as a location to see the dressing rooms, under the stage, the wings and so on. One just had the freedom of movement, but one mustn't become too attached to the play, because then you have very long playing scenes and think the words are sacred, and they're not. You're making a film, and that's something quite different.
A lot of people must be attached to the play, because I think it's in 23 or 24 languages now.
Well, that's still the most extraordinary and astonishing thing to me. It's a play about an English actor-manager in the 1940s, and it's played all over the world. It's playing now, it's running now in Mexico City, in Hungary, in Italy, all over the place.
What is it about it, Ronnie, do you think, that makes it so appealing all over the world?
Judith, I wish you'd tell me. No one has ever satisfactorily, to my knowledge, analysed its appeal. It was something I didn't expect at all. When I gave it to my agent, Judy Daish, I said to her, this will do 5 weeks in Manchester and we'll be jolly lucky.
What a lovely surprise then. When you first came over from South Africa, you were at RADA for some years and you were acting for a year. And then you were actually working with Sir Donald Wolfett in his theatre company. Now, was that experience you drew on to write The Dresser?
Oh, certainly, it inspired the play, but it's not.
You acted as his dresser, didn't you?
I was his dresser for 6 years, and his business manager, and an understudy, and an actor. £17 a week was the salary. It's not directly based on Donald Wolfe. It's inspired by him. It's an amalgam of a whole breed of actor-managers who are now long gone. That breed has gone, and it's a kind of tribute to them, I think.
And the actors that are actually in the film, Tom Courtenay and Albert Finney, I mean, you knew them at RADA and through ABDA.
We go back a long way. Tom was in my second television play, which was called Private Potter, which I wrote with Caspar Vrede, and he was in another television play we did, Ivan Denisovich, the film together, and now this, which we seem to have been together for ages over this, in London, in New York, and started in the Royal Exchange in Manchester, of course.
How do you feel, Ronnie, about all the world's a stage, or look at the world of the theatre in 13 parts, no less, on television?
Well, I'm very pleased with the way it's been received by the audiences. The letters have been simply marvellous, and I can't pretend that some of the critics haven't been quite savage, but on the whole, the popular press have adored it and continue to adore it, and I think it's a service that I'm very proud to have performed.